G'day, this is Captainoob, and this is a bloodied Tesla rifle, a 25% faster fire rate, and I have a chance of generating a stealth field. Now, I wonder if that's going to go off for the explosions as well, and we'll get to explosions later, but I don't think the Ghost's tertiary legendary effect is going to help us out a lot here. In fact, it's kind of useless. It's one of the worst things, but I still like it a little bit because it's new and shiny. And the novelty will wear off soon, don't worry. So we're doing 63 right now with the auto barrel. Nothing in the way of bloodied is giving us more damage. But we can go over and increase our damage by the use of perks. Just like Todd didn't intend, am I right? Am I right? Yeah, I'm right. So we'll try to find all of the stupid commando perks that usually miss out on one of them. So there's all three. You'll note that I've got Grenadier in here, and you might think I'm mad by saying that this actually increases the Tesla's reach on its actual shots, but it does. And the way that works is because when the projectile hits, it actually causes an explosion, which makes the projectile bounce to something else, something that's nice and close. So that's kind of interesting. So you might think I'm mad for thinking that, but don't worry. Don't have to test it. Looked on the creation kit yesterday when I was messing around with Fallout mods and discovered that that's actually the case. So it's working as intended, if a little bit silly in its execution. We've also got Tank Killer for armor penetration. We've got quick hands because this thing is going to smash through its 15-round mag very, very quickly. Grim Reaper sprint. We've got better criticals, critical savvy, as well as dodgy, evasive, escape artist as well, gun fu. So through a little bit of preliminary testing before I actually start using the weapon, I found that not like the way there was before, you actually get slightly better damage if you hit stuff with it. So I guess we'll use concentrated fire to get some good headshots, and if we miss, that's okay. It might just bounce off and hit something else. And we've got gun fu for that as well. See if we take multiple targets at once, maybe we can get a little bit of action out of that. But I'm thinking if I target the face, I just happen to use the Tesla gun as like a crowd control weapon, that would be good. I've also shifted a bunch of points out of intelligence into endurance because I will not be able to use stealth on this type of weapon, or I could, but it won't last me very long and it won't be worth it. We've got follow through if we want to set up a sneaky target on something, and then we've got a little bit of far-flung fireworks to get that. Tenderize is nice though, an extra 10% damage multiplicative, very good. And I think that's it, and now we're doing 110. We can boost that at Nerd Rage, which we should get into. Now I was going to start using this in my power armor. I think I've got Hellcat? Hell something, it's Hellcat. Got that. Incoming ballistic damage by 2%. Oh, it's not like it. Okay, so energy damage still gets to it. That's okay, energy damage doesn't do a whole lot anyway. I was planning to use that. Nah, I won't. I'm just going to go with Old Faithful, unyielding, and all of this stuff. Could probably get rid of that, maybe. Don't need dense. Oh, actually, it might come in handy later on in the video when we're fighting Scorched Beast, but let's get Nerd Raged. Okay, we're in kind of weird lighting town now, and in Nerd Rage, there it is, buried underneath all of my herbivore and the other mutation things that I've just taken that for. So I'd grounded before. I was running around with this and thinking, wow, they really nerfed the crap out of this, but no, I just played myself. And now, I'm going to use one of these. Yes, no more rads for me. Damage, where is it? 205, yeah, it's pretty good. Another 15 more would have doubled it. Okay, so here we are outside of the Ford Falcons fan club today, and we're going to have a very AP intensive playstyle with this, especially with dodgy. If I get shot, there's 30% of my action points gone for a few seconds, so that's not good, and it could possibly lead to more. So I gotta make sure that I'm getting the drop on my enemies and not engaging too many at once. Obviously at this range here we might have a little bit of trouble maintaining that, but we've got 39 agility, which is a shit ton, and as you can tell, when we do target something in VATS and we end up hitting something else with it, that just brings it gives it a whole lot of power. I mean, no one's gonna dispute that the Tesla rifle wasn't a great crowd control weapon already, but if you want to single something out, something super deadly, and note how far the things are reaching here. The explosions are going plenty far, very good. But now you can sort of use it more tactically instead of just spamming it at the ground. If you wanted to target something, you can target it. and you can prioritize killing that specific thing. Oh yeah, the headshots are pretty gnarly on it. We'll be continuing to do that. But yes, 505 AP, that's massive. Anyways, so yeah, what you could do is just continue to... Why am I doing this? Hang on, we'll just continue this inside. So, like I was saying, line up a big baddie that you want to kill, pump all of your fusion cell Tesla guns into that, and then what you can do is have all the little itty bitty other dudes around it, and you'll find that you'll end up killing a lot of the minions as you're killing the big strong one with all of that extra damage, rather than just spamming it at the ground and doing slightly less. So that is very nice. And we just demonstrated that right there to an extent. We killed the other super mutant a little bit too fast to get the splash damage. I guess you could class it as that on the doggo, but that's okay. Now this is a big room, it's open, there's a little bit to cover around, but I'd rather just play it a little bit more conservatively. And I'm getting, what, 379 damage on the headshots. When we're firing this fast, that's some pretty good DPS. So yes, the Tesla gun, it's not disappointing me, and even better yet, I'm not bored, and I prepared a special outfit just in case you were bored to make a sick gladiator reference. Can I start firing at this guy, please? Lightning him. Oh wait, we could make a Palpatine reference. That might get someone, that might prick someone's ears up. Maybe later, just in case we aren't all asleep by then. But yeah, it's good, and I'm having a bit of fun with this. Now, I think the strongest thing I've had... We've actually killed that guy through the wall, have we? Not quite. 572 was a sneak crit and a little bit of gun through. That's massive. That's huge DPS. Obviously, the reload time is a little bit long. If I wanted to use something like ground pounder instead of concentrated fire, but I'd be missing out on damage due to the missing headshots. But that's a pretty strong pick. If you aren't able to VATS your target, like a cloaked assaultron or something, you know, switching to ground pounder would be good. But that's good. Fucking Tesla rifle doing well. Nice DPS. I really, really like its fire rate here. 114, very strong. You know, playing Fallout 4 and thinking that the Tesla rifle would be in Fallout 76, it was kind of a terrible weapon back then because it just didn't do a whole lot of damage. But now, you speak to someone about the Tesla rifle in Fallout 76, it goes, yeah, they got Tesla rifles in Fallout 76. Very fast, very dangerous. Not for you, though, which is great. For some reason, the giant arcs of lightning don't ever hit you, and it'd be interesting if it did. I don't know how exactly the thing manages to do that. I don't even know how it manages to jump off something when the lightning's already hit the ground. I'm not a physicist, though, so maybe I don't know about these things. I'm going to defer to Todd's judgment on this and say this is a 100% realistic weapon worthy of anyone's time. Now, I think Tesla rifles have got a little bit of flack from what's left of the PvP community because, you know, while you're fighting someone doing PvP, you're not spraying them with explosives, you're just hitting the ground, right? You're just hitting the ground and you're just taking damage. You just have to be somewhere around, especially when you're jumping around marsupial and a stealth boy. If they've got grenadier, they can just hit the ground and you're basically dead. Quad fire rate was the way to go with those things because you just keep the fire going for bloody ages. Don't know if... I mean, people have made a way to counter that. They fly up in the sky whilst invisible, spamming Gatling plasmas down, and that's kind of how the meta went, and I don't think it's changed a lot since then. I don't really care for it, to be honest, and that is pretty much all that I'll speak for it. But other than that, you generally see a lot of Teslas going around at those stupid I'm going to tag stuff event for XP, which is not a terrible tactic, to be honest. If you're in there in bloody Radiation Rumble and there's some guy with a legacy gun, you just get a couple of fusion cells against each enemy, they kill it, you get all the XP like you killed it anyway. So it's a pretty good weapon. It's got a lot of utility. What am I even saying? It's good. I mean, and now it does a lot of damage too, so if you want your Tesla rifle to have teeth, well, get a Bloodied Firerate one and you won't be disappointed. Also, I haven't seen this stealth field thing go off yet. It's totally worthless. Alright, let's inject some stealth commandoing with my Tesla gun. Ready? This is gonna blow your mind. Not like that one, though. That mind got disintegrated, you see. I mean, we're in broad daylight firing a weapon with giant lightning bolts. Was that 1,000 damage? Love it. How'd I hit that? That's interesting. I must have had a crit in the bag, right? Surely would have had a crit in the bag just to knock off a couple of damages from ranges where I really shouldn't. Yeah, it was definitely critical. I'm seeing my thing now. We are built for crit every other shot, which means crit spammery is going to be super real. Time for a stim pack. Time to replace my W key. By the looks, keeps not moving, or maybe I'm pressing something. Don't know. My fingers aren't fat. Maybe I'm just getting lazy with them. Alright, so there's old mate over there. Look, with all that sprinting, we've still got so much AP, and with all of my AP regeneration stuff... Oh. Blink and you'll miss that one, I'll tell you that much. Wait, why am I picking this up? We're in Freecraft server. Never mind, we'll move on. Okay, so it's been pretty cruisy so far, so what I might do here is put a little bit of pressure on myself and the Tesla gun and try to find where the boundaries are. We'll yeet a grenade over here. That's not what I wanted to target. Ah, it's a segwaying Milo King. That's a big note. Also, note to the gigantic plasma grenade explosion that I just got. See, what I want to do here is have a look at the Queen's face and then find her head. And then just fire at that, or lightning at that, and hope we can pick up some kills. So watch the AP, not the AP, we've actually got a quick hands proc just then, very nice. But, like, watch the XP, I don't think she's around anything at the moment. Kind of hopping around on this roof. Okay, that didn't really work as intended, but we've seen a little bit of damage on the surrounding Mirelurks, and we'll take out this lot. There we go. Get slightly in range there. Doesn't look like that, the concentrated fire rank 1 is hindering me all that much, so that's very nice. I mean, to an extent, you don't really need full ranks in concentrated fire in an automatic weapon if you're firing this fast anyway, because sooner or later, you're going to hit them. What's a couple more fusion cells from a Tinkerer's workbench, right? Alright, we got a little cheeky proc of that there as well. So, yeah, it actually took out the Mirelurk Queen pretty quickly there. Not the fastest kill I've ever seen, but it did it in a way that didn't allow me to get killed, so that's nice. We'll move on. Are you entertained? Hang on, something's pissed off over there. It's a Blood Eagle. And no criticals for you. We'll just get the one charged up for the next kill. Alright, now we're done. Alright, so generally the flaw of a Tesla gun is that it can't hit things that are flying around like a Scorch Beast. Like, no way a bolt of lightning can flick up to that, even with Grenadier boosting it somehow. I'm happy to be proven wrong about the Grenadier thing. But people in the comments have been telling me, or it's when it's been brought up. You also can shoot stuff around the corner, kind of like a explosive, but with no damage to yourself. I mean, I got a dense chest piece anyway, so it makes no difference. But that's something that I haven't really utilized. I've just gone in and tried to use it as a shock trooper crowd control type deal. And that was a decent amount of damage for what it did there. And we've got a bunch of scorched over here. We'll try to bounce the lightning around. Unfortunately, the power here is kind of limited. If we were a better Sith Lord, then we wouldn't have. But unfortunately for us, the Force doesn't exist in this universe. And I just saw that. I was watching my AP bar. Started recharging, then some stupid idiot with a hunting rifle cross-mapped cucked me. Not cool. Well, you decided to hover in a really bad spot. And, okay, looks like this is the threshold. If I back off a little bit. No, he's just chasing me. I want to see the VATS range of this. It's actually pretty far. I don't have a tape measure on me or anything to show you the exact measurements there, but it's like, I don't know, say 20, 30 meters. Oh, there goes my AP. They took me out of VATS, you bastards. Alright, no more Mr. Nice Winter. You're going down. You're going downtown. Down with the rest of your scorched mates. And we should be able to pull the one outside of the thing in a second. Just pop a stim pack because I can. Free crafting, baby. Super stim packs on tap. Just like Bundy on tap in Queensland. I'll move there one day, I'm sure of it. Just gotta watch out for the ticks. 1 Scorch Beast, please. No. Well, I'm disappointed. I'm a liar now, too. So, there you have it. Bloodied Firerate Tesla. Get one. They're good. Get Grenadier. Makes it a cool crowd control solution. Turn your brain off. Press Q. Mouse button 1 or whatever the fuck your buttons are on console. And then just have a little bit of fun. Listen to music. Listen to podcasts. Rake in the XP like it's nothing. And then quickly run out of fusion cells because it burns through them so quickly. But that's okay. Think of how much XP you could get out of 4,400 fusion cells, right? So I've got a spare one of these on my live character. If you're interested, I can give it to you. Some caps would be nice. Or if you want to trade me a mutation serum for it, I'd totally be for that. That's only, what, a couple of 1,000 caps? Easily done. Yep, good. Get one. Not much else for me to say. Really good weapon. I had fun using it. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Probably wouldn't have as much fun using it if all I used was a Tesla, but, you know, quite liked it.